The figurative meaning of beasts, dogs, and pigs. Isaiah 56, 9-11. Come, all you beasts of the field, come and devour, all you beasts of the forest. Israel's watchmen are blind. They all lack knowledge. They are all mute dogs. They cannot bark. They lie around and dream. They love to sleep. They are dogs with mighty appetites. They never have enough. They are shepherds who lack understanding. They all turn their own way. Each seeks his own gain. In this passage, God told beasts of the field and forest to come and devour Israel's mute dogs. These mute dogs symbolize pastors who, because they lack knowledge and understanding of the word, because they are spiritually blind, are not fulfilling their duties. Because they are incompetent, these pastors are symbolized by mute dogs that cannot protect God's lambs from being devoured by wild beasts. Let us learn more about the biblical meaning of dogs and pigs. Matthew 7, verse 6, a well-known passage. Jesus says, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or throw your pearls before pigs. Otherwise, they will trample them under their feet and turn around and tear you to pieces." Philippians 3, verse 2, also warns us to beware of dogs. Revelation also tells us that dogs are not allowed to enter the holy city. Revelation 22, verse 15 says, "Outside are the dogs, those who practice magic arts, the sexually immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices falsehood." Jude described antichrists when he wrote that they failed to maintain their positions and abandoned their homes. Jude, verse 6. He further said, "They have traveled down Cain's path, and because of greed they have abandoned themselves to Balaam's error. Hence, they will certainly perish in Korah's rebellion." Verse 11. According to 1 John 3:12, Cain belonged to the evil one and murdered his brother. As for Balaam, Peter described people like Balaam accurately by saying, "For it would have been better for them never to have known the way of righteousness, than having known it, to turn back from the holy commandment that had been delivered to them." They are illustrations of this proverb: a dog returns to its own vomit, and a sow, after washing herself, wallows in the mire. 2 Peter 2:21-22. Considering these words of Jesus and his disciples, dogs and pigs in the Bible represent those who have turned their backs on the way of righteousness after having learned it. Once they have thrown away old understanding for the teachings of true righteousness from Jesus, they have returned to their former churches. The mire to which the sow returns and the vomit to which the dog returns both represent the lies of their former pastors. Dogs and pigs refer to pastors and their people who have betrayed God out of their lack of understanding. Today, once people have escaped the filth of this fallen world through the truth of righteousness, if they are again entangled and succumb to it, they take the road of Cain and Balaam. Their actions are the actions of dogs and pigs, returning to their own vomit and returning to wallow in the mire after being cleansed. Aren't the people who have come and washed themselves in the truth at Shinchonji only to return to the corrupt world of Protestantism, acting just like the dogs and pigs? Do you think that people that act like dogs and pigs can escape the judgment found in 2 Peter 2? If you fall into this category of betrayer, please reflect on what you have done. If the dogs and pigs refer to pastors who have betrayed the truth, what do the beasts of the field and forest symbolize? No matter how good an animal's sense of hearing may be, they cannot understand human language. According to Proverbs 30, verses 2-3, the beasts represent those who lack knowledge of the Holy One and his words. Jesus said, "The hired hand, who is not a shepherd and does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and abandons the sheep and runs away. So the wolf attacks the sheep and scatters them." We see this in John 10, verses 12-13. Thus, beasts in the Bible symbolize Gentile pastors who have no understanding of God or his word, who act to destroy God's people. As believers, how can we deny the Bible? John 10:35. Anyone who refuses to believe the Bible simply cannot be considered a believer. In John 12, verse 48, Jesus says, "The words I have spoken will judge him at that last day." Revelation states, "The dead are judged by what was written in the books, according to their deeds." Chapter 20, verse 12b. If you are a true believer, you cannot deny this message. If you believe this message, you must act upon it.